Hi friends, welcome to Neon Forge. In this video, we extend our Republic Day spirit by sharing an insight into the importance of Republic Day. Come, let's have a look into the Republic Day celebrations and the importance. Republic Day honors the date on which the Constitution of India came into effect on 26 January 1950, replacing the Government of India Act at 1935 as the governing document of India and thus turning the nation into a newly formed republic. The constitution was adopted by the Indian Constituent Assembly on 26 November 1949 and came into effect on 26 January 1950 with a democratic government system completing the country's transition towards becoming an independent republic. 26 January was chosen as the date for Republic Day because it was on this day in 1929 when the Declaration of Indian Independence, Purna Swaraj, was proclaimed by the Indian National Congress as opposed to the Dominion status offered by the British regime. While India's Independence Day celebrates its freedom from British rule, the Republic Day celebrates the coming into force of its constitution. A draft constitution was prepared by the committee and submitted to the Constituent Assembly on 4th November 1947. The Assembly met in sessions open to the public for 166 days, spread over a period of 2 years, 11 months and 18 days before adopting the Constitution. 2 days later, which was on 26 January 1950, it came into effect throughout the whole nation. On that day, Dr. Rajendra Prasad began his first term of office as President of the Indian Union. The Constituent Assembly became the Parliament of India under the transitional provisions of the new Constitution. We can now see the celebrations held on Republic Day.
Delhi Republic Day Parade. The main Republic Day celebration is held in the national capital, New Delhi, at the Rajpath before the President of India. On this day, ceremonious parades take place at the Rajpath, which are performed as a tribute to India, its unity, diversity, and rich cultural heritage. The Delhi Republic Day Parade is held in the capital, New Delhi, and is organized by the Ministry of Defence, commencing from the gates of the Rashtrapati Bhavan, the President's residence, Raisina Hill on Rajpath past the India Gate. This event is the main attraction of India's Republic Day celebrations and lasts for 3 days. The parade showcases India's defense capability, cultural and social heritage. 9 to 12 different regiments of the Indian Army, in addition to the Navy and Air Force, with their bands, march past in all their finery and official decorations. The President of India, who is the Commander-in-Chief of the Indian Armed Forces, takes the salute. 12 contingents of various paramilitary forces of India and police forces also take part in this parade. Beating Retreat. The Beating Retreat ceremony is held after officially denoting the end of Republic Day festivities. It is conducted on the evening of 29 January, the third day after the Republic Day. It is performed by the bands of the 3 wings of the military, the Indian Army, Indian Navy and the Indian Air Force. The venue is Raisina Hill and an adjacent square, Vijay Chowk, flanked by the north and south block of the Rashtrapati Bhavan, President's Palace, towards the end of Rajpath. The chief guest of the function is the President of India, who arrives escorted by the PBG, a cavalry unit. When the President arrives, the PBG commander asks the unit to give the national salute, which is followed by the playing of the Indian national anthem Jana Gana Mana by the army. The army develops the ceremony of display by the massed bands, in which military bands, pipe and drum bands, buglers and trumpeters from various army regiments, besides bands from the Navy and Air Force, take part play popular tunes like Abide With Me, Mahatma Gandhi's favorite hymn, and Sare Jahan Se Acha at the end. Award distribution. On the eve of Republic Day, the President of India distributes Padma Awards to the civilians of India every year. These are the second highest civilian awards in India after Bharat Ratna. These awards are given in three categories: this, Padma Vibhushan, Padma Bhushan, and Padma Shri in decreasing order of importance. Padma Vibhushan for expectational and distinguished service. Padma Vibhushan is the second highest civilian award in India. Padma Bhushan for distinguished service of a high order. Padma Bhushan is the third highest civilian award in India. Padma Shri for distinguished service. Padma Shri is the fourth highest civilian award in India. That's all for now. See you in another interesting video. Bye.